Okay, we're going to use the shape tools and keyframes to make at least 2 shapes animate across the screen. So we'll just do create new and use ActionScript 3, and maybe I'll change my stage color to black. Doesn't really matter. And I want 100 frames, so I click once, hold shift, click, and don't drag, just hold shift and click on number 100 frames for now. Right click, insert frames. And now I have something on my timeline. We're going to do 2 objects. So we'll do a red one, and then you're going to do the second one in another layer, and I will do a blue one. Doesn't really matter, but the key is that I need 2 layers for this. When you're animating 2 separate things, you need them in 2 separate layers. So that's how you create a new layer. And I've got the 2 layers, and they both have a timeline. So you always want to drag out your frames first, and then create your layers, and then everything will be fine. All right, let's do the red object first on that keyframe, and I'm going to use the shape tool. I can start with a rectangular shape right there, and I've got my red set, and make sure the stroke is set to nothing because it'll have an outline. I can show you, I can set it to white, and then I can draw my shape. However, then it has a white outline. All right, well that's fine. Well, then when you go to animate and move it, it doesn't come with it, and it becomes cumbersome and in the way. So I'll delete that. Stroke is set to nothing. I'll have my rectangle spin through the background. So I'll just draw it off frame here. There. Let's use it.
If there is a night custodian in the school yet, could you please call the office? Thank you.
And there's my interruption there, but we'll use the rectangle tool. And I will, you can see that I've drawn it in the red layer, and the keyframe automatically turned black because there's something in that frame now. The one above is still white, if I move that over, white, because I haven't drawn anything in that frame yet. All right, so let's move this over a little bit with my move selection tool, and we'll just start it off screen. And then the next frame, I'm going to right click, insert a keyframe, and I'm going to move my object in. The other thing you can do is put in onion skin so you can see where you left off. So maybe while I'm animating, I won't have a black background. I'll keep it white. And down here at the bottom is this little guy called onion skin. So you can click that. And it shows you where you left off from before. So I'm going to have this spin also. So I'm going to use the transform tool. And I'm going to just have it rotate and move. Right click, insert keyframe. Well, I'm on the wrong frame. Insert keyframe. And I move it and I spin it. Insert keyframe. I move it and I spin it. Insert keyframe. I move it and I spin it. Now these aren't going to show up in the other animation. They're just showing you those halos, those lighter versions where you left off. So it's very handy to keep your animation consistent because it's letting you know where you left off. Insert keyframe, move it down and spin. So now I've got a starting to spin. I can shut off the onion skins and just have it look regular like that. So you're going to have 2 objects move across. The second one could be a round one. If you want a round shape, you use the oval tool and change the color of it. And you would start animating that one in the top. All right, and you can animate it from somewhere else. Okay, I can do a few of those. Maybe I'll have it over here, kind of small. Use my selection tool, the pointer tool here, and start creating some keyframes with that one now. Insert keyframe. Now I want this thing to get bigger as it comes across. So I can actually expand it a little bit. Insert keyframe, move it. Expand it. Right? So I can scrub through and you can see I'm getting some movement going on here. Alright, so that's tutorial number 2, working with the shape tool and working with 2 layers and having them, maybe they're going to crash into each other, I'm not sure yet. But that's how you start Flash 2. Thanks for watching.